excited to find out. I'm excited to find out. But spawning down in the bottom right position, it is Team Coca Authentique Papites MarineLorD.
That's that Canadian-French skill coming in. I like it. And in the bottom left, here's the blue Zerg player from Sweden. It is Rickard Mechanics Bergman. Sort of.
And, well, talking about builds, we are going to be seeing a 2-Rax proxy coming out of MarineLorD.
I see. I said he's capable of it. I didn't know if he'd do it. Blackburn is a weird map, right? Like, we're not seeing a lot of Blackburn. For CVT, we see maybe a little bit more of it, but it's not the best. It is a hatch first here from SortOf as well. It's where is that Overlord going? Because a proxy 2-Rax, of course, is pretty scary. It's the second Overlord that is heading up as expected. But how far does it go? Right now, it is on track pretty much, but it's not going that far. We can see that green swirly, circly right aboard the right above. Sorry, that beautiful little ESL Pro Tour StarCraft 2 logo. He's not gonna see it. In fact, the good news is he will see it. I mean, before it hits, but barely. Now, the Overlord I don't expect will just stay here, right? I think it. I don't know. I'm kind of surprised he's just parking it right there. Of course, it's providing a lot of vision, but it's providing vision of a place that's very, very close to his base. It's so close. He's going to go. Is he going to see it? I don't think he... Oh, he stops again. Just take one step. The SCV is moving down. Of course, those SCVs are going to be the tell. If not the Overlord coming in now, that is going to be the tell. So the spawning pool goes down. Bunker going down on the low ground here. We've seen 4 drones pulled off the line. Of course, there is already a Marine to support. This Overlord should get out as it goes above that giant cannon. Not enough DPS here from one Marine in order to take him down, but going to soften him up. This is... Okay, he's not going to... Is he going to let this one complete up here down here on the low ground? I find that slightly unusual, the spine coming in and the high ground advantage. We do see a few drones start to fall down. As long as these Marines are able to stay alive and this bunker completes, it's going to be completely fine. Now we have 3 Marines with free reign onto that spine crawler for a while. And I feel like this is already pretty darn good here for MarineLorD.
Yeah, I mean, one SCV did go down. He wants to deny that bunker, but the SCV is in such a great spot. He does lose 1 Marine right there. This bunker will get full surrounded, though, and is forced to cancel. So no high ground bunker and no high ground vision, which means this spine crawler...
Nice, too.
Yeah, this is pretty decent for sort of in terms of the hold. But 4 drones going down, that's actually a decent bit of damage for a proxy 2-Rax. It's not an amazing amount.
With the amount of drone pull time as well, it's pretty good. We can see the supply is favoring MarineLorD as of right now. He lost an SCV or a couple of SCVs in total, I think, and yeah, just one, and a couple of Marines, which isn't too bad. Killed 4 workers. Of course, his tech is going to be a little bit slower in terms of add-ons, but his factory is down at home, almost completed. He'll be able to get his natural down. The third is very delayed right now here for SortOf. He actually has nowhere near enough money to get that. If this Overlord goes down, that'd be great, but there's no chance, I don't believe, of that happening. The third hasn't gone down, has it? No, it hasn't. There's not even anywhere near enough money. So actually, I do think for MarineLorD, this isn't too bad whatsoever.
Yeah, I would say it comes out about even.
Yeah.
It's obviously every 2-Rax is different, and how it's held and how it's, you know, responded to is different, and how much damage, but he gets the spine. That is expensive, but, you know, he was able to set that up. Does have both queens staying alive, of course. He was able to get some injects, getting some creep spread. I think this is both players come out of this being like, okay, it's fine.
Yeah, I get it. Yeah. Starport coming down, another Rax coming in, and we move. The Terran player, it doesn't feel like is as far behind as I actually expected him to be. His natural, of course, is that bit later. The orbital on it quite a bit later. And the add-ons are late, but everything's moving along quickly. He did get his factory at a very good time, I think is my main point here. 10 lings being made, quite a lot of lings actually being made for our Zerg player, who is down, up in workers by a few, but not a massive amount. I guess he doesn't have that many lings on the field right now, if any left. So getting a few of those. Okay, oh, he's hiding them, isn't he? Yeah. He's gonna just make a bunch and go, possibly.
No. I think this is just to defend against Hellion drop, which is a very, very common follow-up in after a failed proxy 2-Rax. Air quotes failed, because, you know, it never really truly fails. Wow, he didn't actually find the wait, did the Overlord go down? Where'd the Overlord? No, how?
didn't go down.
Where'd that Overlord go from the beginning?
Dude, where did it go? Where didn't it go? Did it come all the way home?
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
It's hiding in the literally the middle of the map.
Yeah.
How did that not get found by the Viking? That's incredible.
I don't know. Yeah, that's insane. It's actually a really, really good position for the Overlord to be as well. It's going to be able to see a lot of this move out. It's going to be able to possibly even keep track of these Hellions if they go too far south for the decelerator zone generators. So far so good. Creep spread is really quite good for SortOf considering the start of this game. He's got multiple avenues. He's got a lot of queens on the field. He's now moving up into his lair, which of course is later than he'd like. But as long as he can keep this creep defended here from these Hellions, and he's doing a good job of just that, he's going to be able to get his fourth secured pretty quickly. Probably the gold base, if I were to guess by the direction. Okay, good. Love it when a guess is correct. This Overlord will probably go down. No, he's going to survive. SortOf's done a good job of keeping this stuff up. He's now at 60 workers as well. He's really been able to pump out drones. And this is a big drop though. Has this not been seen?
Nope, no idea. This is a 2-base committal. Meanwhile, the Hellions are going to run by in the natural, or sorry, in the 3rd base. Picks off 7 drones, but this is the big story right here. This double Marine drop is going to get into the main base.
So many
pick off so many Overlords here. Oh,
yeah,
God. And this might actually just be game over.
Yeah, this is huge. This is ridiculous. Look at the supply block right now. It is massive. There are 12 lings on the way, which is up, especially with one of the medevacs going down, but they're just going to continue to be a nuisance. We might even see the lings are going to move over with the spore crawler and possibly defend this. But, I mean, so many dead overalls, just a ridiculous amount. And that means no production for so darn long here for SortOf. Meanwhile, MarineLorD is able to just pump the army supply. It's 22 to 52 army supply right now. Even this gold base is under duress here. And there's, yeah, just going to be able to reposition, soften this one up. I don't think we see it die, of course, here. But damage on it for later, possibly. And it's going to continue to be, yeah, just non-stop pressure here.
Yeah, it is sort of did get a pick off, by the way, on the medevac of MarineLorD. And MarineLorD kind of... He didn't realize how tough of a position I think he put SortOf into initially, and that's why he kind of evacuated the main base and kind of lost a bit of an opportunity. Oh, Widowmine going to come in. It gets a decent shot. He's going to find 10 more drones with this drop. This is so difficult right now. Meanwhile, Marine showing up once again. This is such a tough position.
This is absolutely brutal right now. And the Marines will win this fight as well. Those Marines right now, no upgrades just yet, but they are 1-1 has just started. There we go. Just GG. MarineLorD just absolutely picked apart his opponent. That was disgusting, Steadfast.
Yeah. He was not prepared in the slightest. SortOf, he really overdroned. He didn't realize it was a 2-base heavy pressure. Wasn't expecting a 3rd barracks to be added on. Wasn't expecting that quick stim medevac timing. And he got knocked off guard. He lost like 7 overlords. His build fell apart. That's not how you want that game to start. That is not, or the series to start, I should say. That's an ugly start.
Yeah, and the 2 racks wasn't, you know, it wasn't game ending by any means. It was that unscouted 16 Marine drop, and all of those overlords in the main just completely left stranded. And killing that many overlords means no more units, no more production, and it was all downhill from there. Very, very good result there for MarineLorD to start this series off. That is a real confidence booster.
Oh, gigantic! Yeah, it's the kind of thing that it's a really good feeling. And he's already in a great position in this group, looking to keep that momentum going.
Yeah, he could be alongside Spirit, previously Sol, and Clem at 3-0, and even at 6-1 in map score, if he is able to close this out. And that's a big result. This is a group that I certainly think is, outside of the top 2, the most open. And MarineLorD will be looking to go through in definitely 2nd or 3rd place if he continues this pace and these results.
Yeah, no, he'll be looking to finish top 2 for sure. I think anything less than that, he would probably consider a disappointment. It's tough though. Spirit is tough.
Yeah.
Clem is tough. It's
why did he change his name?
Not easy. Yeah.
It's so difficult for me. Don't change your name after this many years. Don't do it. The only person allowed to do it is special major, you know.
Kitty, Windy.
Yeah. The guy with 11 names. In the bottom right, he is the Blue Zerg player currently teamless. He is unfortunately trailing in the series 0-1. The Swede, it is SortOf.
And his opponent, spawning up in the top left, coming in with the 2 racks into that double medevac drop. It is Team Coca Authentique Papites, MarineLorD. In the red. Striking back once again.
You're not from France, Canada, are you? You're from...
I'm from other Canada. No, I'm
You're
definitely
from other
not.
Canada. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I spend a lot of my time at the moment with a France Canada person. And it's honestly the fact that the country is just like split and some of them randomly speak French blows my mind. It's always confusing to me. Okay, so this game looking pretty normal so far, my friend. Nothing crazy going on here. Hatch gas pool, barracks at home, and yeah, you can see right now SortOf is scouting for it like crazy.
Yeah, he is all over the place with his drone. It's very evident that he was just proxy 2 racks based on that. It's a little bit low, like, you know, what is it? Closing the barn door after all the horses have left or something. I don't know. It's some weird old expression, but it's like you've responded to a problem after the problem has already been a problem.
Yeah, and that's a win for the problem maker, which is MarineLorD here. He, you know, of course he is scouting. He's now pretending, or he's it's twofold what he's doing. He's like, is there going to be a bunker? Of course, but also he wants to see when the third is going down and possibly slow it down, and that's exactly what he's going to do here. So MarineLorD here, continuing to be a nuisance. You don't win this fight, I'm afraid, my friend. You took about 2 hits before, but the Reaper coming in makes this even more annoying. And there is no third down. Another drone did manage to squeeze out here, and this is really slowing down the Zerg player. Oh, you're so annoying.
This is kind of cute. This is an old school move. Now, it's not as common on maps where the third base... by the way, we do have the Reaper picking off 2 errant Zerglings. This is a nice move on a map where the third base has kind of been only one choice. However, even when they can take the right side base, like, that's still a nuisance. Like, there's a reason that SortOf wanted to take this base. It's better. It's a better base to take. Yeah,
there's less creep spread. The creep naturally will head towards that base with the way that you are spreading creep. So you only need, I think, 1, maybe 2 tuners in order to connect them. I think it's 2. Yeah, it would be 2. Whereas to get up to the north one, I think it's 3 or 4. So that's more energy. That's more creep going north instead of towards his opponent for aggression. Of course, later on, that would be nice for run-bys and things like that. But MarineLorD has shown to be quite aggressive so far. How many Hellions is he going up to here? That's always something I find interesting for our Terran players. This is just the first 2, I think. But we see some go up to 6, some stick at 4. Some go all the way up to 8 even. So far, the second set coming out. Lots of queens here for SortOf as expected, because he's a European Zerg player and Snoops existed at one stage. That is a very quick third CC though. Is it? Yeah. Is it? Oh, Cloak Banshees.
It is, yes. It's a very quick third CC. The third CC, it's where you cut the first 2 Hellions in order to get that up and running. It's a good way to play. We're going to be seeing Cloak Banshee to follow this up, as you mentioned. Cloak Banshee Hellion, very, very good. Probably the most common build order these days in ZVT. And I was going to say, if we don't see a tech lab pretty soon on that barracks, could be Hellbats, but there it comes down. We'll see that stim. And we're just going to be seeing a pretty standard opening out of MarineLorD here. Now, I like what he's doing here, shooting those rocks. He wants to see if there's that little burn mark on the floor. Oh, he's actually going to find a creep tumor, and we'll find one queen a little bit isolated. There's enough energy to transfuse up, but picks off 2 creep tumors as well. But yeah, if you see that little burn mark, you know you've hit a creep tumor, and you can potentially use the splash damage to pick that off despite not having vision. So it's a nice little move. I like that he's checking.
Yeah, spores on the way now. They are going to be, I believe, on time as the first couple of Banshees are on the way. But these, they're going to get a queen here. This queen's dead. That's a really nice. This is a lot of Lings right now. Now the Queen's coming in for the flank. This is a lot of Hellions killing a bunch of Lings. A couple of drones going down already, I think, to the first Banshee. Yeah, there we go. And she's just going to camp up here and kill a couple more drones. That's really cute hold position right there. Already 4 going down and a pull. A lot of the Hellions beaten up, but they're fine. This is so bad.
Yeah, that's a real problem. 7 drones just going down. Just because there was no Queen there to cover that position. This is already so good for MarineLorD and SortOf. Look at this. He's adding on a Roach Warren. This is going to be Roaches. Lightshade is one of those maps where a 1-1 Roach timing is very strong because of how wide open this third base is. But it's super important that when you go for a 1-1 Roach timing, that you are in a lead. You, at the very least, need to be no less than even, and he loses 3 more drones to these Banshees. MarineLorD is really taking control of this game.
Well, right now, SortOf should be 60 drones, probably, or certainly working towards it, and he's nowhere near that. He's actually behind MarineLorD. So, and this isn't over. He's continuing to hit the same spot over and over. And I mean, fool me once, shame on me. Fool me twice. I don't know if I said that right. These Hellions as well, providing constant pressure, just so annoying. And that 1-1 Roach timing is on the way, but there's already tanks. There's already a wall coming in. Everything is coming in for our Terran player. Better upgrades, or quicker upgrades. More racks coming in. The tanks, as we said, loads of medevacs. I just look at the supply even. MarineLorD is up a huge amount. He's really stifled SortOf here.
Yeah, and we will see that explosion of supply for SortOf kicking in pretty soon. But that scan for MarineLorD is gigantic. He sees the Roach Warren wiggling away. He sees the double Evo chamber, and that's going to let him know, yep, there's probably something coming my way pretty soon. He gets a second factory. Hopefully we'll see him throw down at least a bunker or 2 at that third base. But for now, he is moving out. Does have to be very careful. Very important that he doesn't lose these tanks.
Yes.
And SortOf actually going to come in with a counterattack that MarineLorD doesn't have enough to deal with.
No, there's no tank here. Very, very good SC vehicle. There's a good amount of Marines here. Along with the SC buffer, we can see the fight coming in. The rest of the army continuing to be an annoyance, but there are a bunch of Roaches. The good news, I guess, is, wow, 5 Hellions going down there, race cars. The Roaches are forced to stay at home for now. Done, but this is buying more time for that second factory, more tanks, bunker to go down, as you suggested. Even the Banshees right now finding damage, which is nice, and this is a very defensible position at this point. That's a lot of dead Lings.
Throws away all the Lings, yeah, kind of for free. 1-1 completing now for SortOf. He's hitting right at that timing that he's looking for. It hasn't started the actual production on his tanks yet. Oh, that's a big stim coming out from MarineLorD. And we're going to see him try and jump on top of this army. There's a lot of Roaches and Ravagers here. Tank siege up, but Corrosive Biles. SortOf missed them. He missed the Biles.
Yeah, and now the Queens are out of position as well. There's a good amount of Marines left. There is still a lot of Zerg left on the field. Time in a while. All of the tanks going down, except these further back ones. These Biles need to be dodged. Okay, he's doing a decent job. There's not that much Zerg left, and Forces coming in. I think alongside the Banshees, this is going to be fine. Yeah, this is a defense without too many issues here. And MarineLorD, he's got 2-2 on the way. He's got more and more units pouring out. The Banshees, they're definitely the heroes. Those Pope Banshees using all of that energy, they're able to kill almost everything. How many kills do they have between them? 14 and 6.
14 and 6 now,
kills,
15 and 6, yeah.
21 kills on those. And they were all like Roaches and Queens. That was disgusting.
Yeah, this game is... Once 2-2 hits, we should see a pretty strong timing from MarineLorD. Now, SortOf's continuing to try and make something happen here. MarineLorD does see that. He doesn't really want to be on the map right now. Banshee's going to come back in. They pick off another 3 drones. That's not so bad. These tanks, they're sieged up. Basically just needs to survive this attack, and it should be that should be the series right there.
Yeah, there's no way. 3 tanks in the back. 2-2 is close to completing as well here for our Terran player. He's dodging Biles very well. Good micro here. There's no Banelings. There's no Ling support. The Banshees in the back as well, taking out they're out of energy. Finally go down. The Marines just dancing forward, getting another Queen. More and more Ravagers. Scan as well. The creep will get pushed back. I mean, look at the resources lost. Holy bloody hell, it's double right now for our Zerg. And I know Zerg is meant to trade less efficiently, but there's less efficient, and then there's that.
Yeah, and well, that's about what I was expecting.